1, 2, sebentar. 3. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo, good everyone. Maaf, 3. maaf buat Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good evening everyone. Thank you for joining today's seminar titled Political Participation, the Role of Youth in Democracy. I am Adiba Safa and I will guide today's session. Our team consists of presenter 1, Fidela, covering problem, background, key concept, current context, and theoretical frameworks, and presenter 2, Nia, covering challenge, opportunity, case study, data, conclusion, and policy recommendations, seminar structure. Okay, emphasize the importance of the topic because youth account for 24.19% of Indonesian voters, yet their political participation is declining. The seminar highlights the role of youth as agent of democratic change. Okay, we would now like to invite presenter 1 to deliver their presentation. Okay, Fidel, the time and place are yours. Fidel, please say something.
Hello, good evening everyone, and thank you for being here today. In this presentation, we are going to explore a topic that is extremely important not only for academic discussion, also for the real future of democracy, the political participation of young people. Today, youth live in a world that is more connected, more complex, and more fascinating than ever before. Yet, despite having unlimited access to information, many young people still feel disconnected from politics. So, in this session, I want to guide you through a deep structure and comprehensive discussion on why youth participation matters, what forms it takes, how it is changing, and what challenges and opportunities shape it today. This entire presentation has been carefully researched and supported by theoretical frameworks, real case studies, international comparisons, and policy recommendations. My goal is that at the end of this session, you will not only understand the topic intellectually, but you will also feel why your participation is essential for a healthy democracy. The role of youth in democracy. This slide introduces our central theme, the vital role of young people in sustaining and strengthening democracy. Democracy is not only a system of government, it is a living relationship between citizens and institution, between aspiration and policies, between individual voice and collective agreements. Youth are the most part of society. They bring fresh imagination, moral courage, technological fluency, and a natural sense of justice. Their presence acts as a spark that keeps a democratic process alive. However, meaningful youth participation is not automatic. It requires requires space where young voice are valued, system that feel trustworthy, and opportunities that allow you to genuinely contribute. As we progress through this presentation, we will uh, discuss why youth participation matters, what motivates, what limits it, and how it shapes the direction of a nation. The next, the next slide. Group members. This presentation was created collaboratively by one Adi Basafa, who strengthened our research foundation through meticulous fact checking and analysis. Utari Trimarani Asari who contribute CVT to the visual and structural design, ensuring our ideas were communicated clearly. Three, Aurelia Anjani Permatawangi will connect academic concept to real youth experience, giving depth and relatability to our arguments. For Rahmania, who ensure theoretical accuracy and academic grounding through the analysis. And me, Videla Aurelia Kasenati, who the narrative explanation and create the long uh, coherent flow you will hear today. Together, we represent a small version of democratic collaboration. Different individuals, one share vision. The next slide, background. Yet today live in a paradox. They have unlimited access to information, yet they feel increasingly disconnected from political life. Every day, young people encounter political scandal, corruption case, conflict, polarization, misinformation, and public distrust. This constant exposure uh, creates a political fatigue, uh, psychological condition where individuals distance themselves from politics to protect their emotional well-being. In addition, young people often feel unheard, unseen, unrepresented, and undervalued. Their disengagement is not apathy, it is a reaction to overwhelming information, institutional distrust, economic uncertainty, and social pressure. Youth are not indifferent, they are exhausted, skeptical, and searching for genuine space where their voice matters. The next slide. Urgency of the study. Understanding youth participation is urgent because young people make up almost 1/4 of Indonesia eligible voters, around 24.9%. The youth abstention rate is between roughly 30 and 40%, indicate a worrying disconnect from formal politics. Youth win toward issue-based activists rather than party-based participation. And most importantly, democracy depends on youth. Without their involvement, political decisions become dominated by older elites who might not understand or prioritize youth concerns. If youth be, do not participate, generational imbalance grows and the future of democracy becomes unstable. The next slide. Okay, concept and definition. Political participation include any activity. Concept and definition. Political participation include any activity that influences public discussion, such as voting, protesting, volunteering, digital activists, community organizing, donating to sources, joining public discussion, creating political content, or even participating through expressive culture, art, music, satire, and storytelling. Today, you have expanded the meaning of political participation far beyond the ballot box. The next slide. Youth and youth political participation. The next slide. Youth and youth political participation. Youth those between 6 30 years old are in a remarkable period of personal transformation. This stage is shaped by identity formation, emotional intensity, moral question, and the desire to define one's place in society. Unlike older adults who might accept political system as they are, young people question, challenge, and remain those system. Identity formation, youth political participation is deeply connected to identity. When young people express political views, they are not just voicing opinions, they are shaping who they are, what they value, and how they want to exist in society. Moral sense Moral sensitivity. Young people feel injustice facially when they witness inequality, discrimination, corruption, or environmental destruction. They respond with emotion and urgency. This emotional clarity becomes a powerful political force need for meaning and purpose. Young people want their action to matter. Politics provides a pathway to make meaningful contribution, whether through activist volunteering or content creation. Peer communities, youth are deeply influenced by their social circle. Movements spread quickly among youth because solidarity, belonging, and shared identity amplify participation. Creative expression as activists. Youth activists today is creative. They as memes, digital art, spoken word, TikToks, protest poster, fashion statement, and storytelling to make political points. Their activism is personal, aesthetic, emotional, digital, and deeply human. Human. Youth political participation is not simply an activity, it is a form of self-expression and self-discovery. The next slide. Indonesian context. Indonesia youth population is one of the largest in the world. This demographic reality position Indonesia youth as potential drivers of historic political change. However, in context they live in is full of contradiction. Institutional distrust. Young Indonesian have grown up seeing corruption scandal, delayed reforms, political polarization, and economic challenge. As a result, they often view political institutions as elitist, slow, disconnect, and unresponsive. Digital socialization. Indonesia youth build communities online. They form their political identity in space like TikTok, Instagram, X, Twitter, Discord. Uh, Platforms allow them to express themselves beyond traditional political structure. Rise of youth activists. Despite their distrust of formal politics, youth in Indonesia consistently demonstrate activists anti-corruption, mobilization, gender equality campaign, mental health advocacy, environmental protection movements, volunteering during crisis, fundraising for social issue, and educating other through digital platforms. Preference for horizontal movement, just dislike rigid hierarchies. They prefer pyramid organization and decentralized activists over political parties that feel rigid, closed, and transactional. Culture pressure. Indonesia youth also navigate cultural expectation, respect for elders, pressure to be polite, fear of being seen as rebellious, stigma toward activists, and emphasis on stability over change. Despite this pressure, youth creative ways to challenge and demand accountability. Slide the next slide. Global context. Youth activism is not only an Indonesia phenomenon, it is global transformation across a continent. Young people are redefining political participation, environmental movement young in Europe organize a climate strike that mobilize millions. They frame climate change not as scientific issue but a moral and existential one. Social justice movements in the United States, young activists led protests against racial injustice, police violence, and systemic discrimination. Democratic movements youth in Hong Kong use digital creative protest strategies and communication to defend democratic freedoms. Educational and economic movement youth in Chile demanded fair education. Youth in Africa mobilized against corruption and police brutality. Youth in South Korea challenged political scandal through massive demonstration. Global patterns research show digital citizenship. Indonesia mirrors all these global patterns: high distance, high activist, high digital fluency. They learn from one another, adapt movement, remix it, and create new form of solidarity. And structural challenge. Political parties dominated by older elites, overly complicated bureaucracy, expensive campaign system, unequal access across regions, limit pathway to leadership. Nah, cultural challenge. Older older generation dismiss youth opinion. Young people feel unheard, fear of being judged, pressure to stay quiet, to be polite, stigma around activists. There's barriers discourage youth from engaging fully.
Okay. Thank you, presenter one. It's Videla. We would now like to invite presenter two to deliver their presentation. The time and place are yours, Nia.
Okay. Opportunities. But youth also have massive opportunities. Demographic power. Indonesia has one of the largest youth population in the world. Digital power. Youth dominate digital spaces. With one trend, young people can reach millions. And creative power. Youth activism today is expressive, emotional, and visual. And moral power. Youth care deeply about justice, equality, and fairness. These four powers makes youth the strongest drivers of modern political change. And um, slide selanjutnya, the next slide. issue-based movements. Youth today care about gender equality and environmental protection, mental health, education access, corruption, digital privacy. They participate when an issue touches their emotions. When a woman in Indonesia becomes a victim of violence, youth speak up. When the forest burns, youth raise awareness. When corruption rises, youth mobilize. And when students struggle financially, youth protest. Issue-based activism is the new phase of youth politics and political education. Case study one. Case study one. And the next slide. The next slide. Okay. Uh, Case study one. KPK movement. The movement against the working of the anti-corruption agency saw youth power at its peak. Tens of thousands of young people from many cities coordinate through Instagram stories, Twitter threads, WhatsApp groups, and TikTok explainers. They asked memes, posters, cans, symbolic clothing, and emotional speeches. It was spontaneous, emotional, and powerful. And um, and the next slide. Okay. TikTok has become a political battlefield. Youth issue, Youth Us is to explain political issue, criticize government action, tell personal stories, create theater, spread awareness. According to survey, more than 70% of youth get political information from social media. More than four-fifths of youth aged 18 to 25 consume political content on TikTok. More than half follow political accounts, but only about one-third verify the information. So digital is crucial. And slide, next slide. And case study, Youth Parliament Indonesia. Youth Parliament Indonesia give young people a space to one, debate, um, negotiate, draft policies, speak public, and understand government process. Over more than 500 youth participate each year. The program has produced around 15 policy recommendations adopted by Parliament. It provides that when youth are trusted with responsibility, they excel. And um, the next slide. This is comparative data. Indonesia youth voter turnout is around 70 to 75%. South Asia averages around 65%, and global turnout averages around 65 to 70%. Youth political party membership in Indonesia is about 8%, and compared to around 12% in Southeast Asia, and about 15% globally. Youth online activism in Indonesia is around 45%, higher than regional average, but lower than global average above 50%. Third, in institutions, among Indonesia youth is around 28%. This so Indonesia has strong potential for improvement. And the next slide. Okay. Synthesis of findings. 3. Conclusion. Youth are not disengaged. They are transforming the way they participate, and political efficiency matters. Youth must feel capable and heard. Technology is a blessing and a threat. Young must navigate both improvement and misinformation. And um, the next slide. Okay, policy recommendation. Government reduce for the government. 1. Structural reform, lowering the result and political cost. Your cost for youth participation in political parties. 2. Digitalization of participation, developing a participation platform integrated with the decision-making process. And 3. Affirmative action, minimum 3,000 eh 3 20% youth quota and legislative candidate list, and 4 political parties, and 1 internal democratization, opening a merit-based cadre system, not a patronage, and 2 youth wing empowerment, providing autonomy and researches to party youth wings. And 3. Issue-based politics, focusing on issues relevant to the interests of the younger generation. And for civil society, 1. Critical political education, political literacy, and digital media programs. And 2. Monitoring and advocacy, encouraging institutional accountability for youth participation. And 3. Capacity building, leadership and organizing skills training. And sorry, for youth, 1. From consumption to producing, shifting from passive consumers become active producers of political discourse. And 2. Um, Collective efficiency, building a coalition across issues and organization. And 3. Sustainability, transforming reactive momentum and a sustainable movement. And the next slide. Okay. Critical reflection. Haywood 2090 reminds us that political participation is not just about quantity, but the quality of engagement that is critical, informed, and oriented toward the common good. The main challenge is not simply increasing participation rates, but rather building a culture of deliberative democracy, where youth are not merely object of political mobilization, but subject who actively shape the future of democracy. And the future of Indonesian democracy depends on the ability to integrate the energy and idealism of youth with institutional reforms that create space for authentic participation, as Tocqueville, 1008 put it, a democracy cannot exist without civic engagement, and youth represent the most vital force for democratic renewal. And the next slide. On the next slide. Okay. Thank you for much. Thank you so much for the listening. I hope this presentation didn't just inform you, but also inspired you, challenge you, and made the realize your participation is not optional. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nia, for your presentation. Okay, let's we Q&A session. And to manage time, ensure each questioner gets two questions. Questioner 1 and 2 may respond to each other question, and presenter 1 and 2 respond academically, refer to data, theory, and case study. Okay? We now open the floor for question. Who would like to asking? Okay, Utari.
Okay, thank you. I have a question. The presenter assumes that moderate political participation is always positive. However, isn't there an argument that politically immature could actually endanger the stability of democracy? How do you respond to Plato critiques that democracy can become tyranny of the ignorant if participation is not balanced with political wisdom?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Utari, for your question. May the presenter please provide a response? Nia or Fidel, say something, please. Okay. One time, I want to say again. May the presenter please provide a response. Question from Utari. Fidel
Yes,
or no? Okay, Fidel.
so yes, answer this critique is valid and important. However, it is important to distinguish between quantity and quality of participation. Our material emphasize the importance of one critical political education, not simply mass mobilization without understanding. Quintiliar proves that deliberative civic education improve the quality of political decision. To political efficiency, internal efficiency ensure that youth understand the system before getting involved. Youth parliament data shows 7-8% increase in political understanding post program. 3. Participatory competence. Patman argues that democracy itself is the best political school. Youth learn to be good citizens through parties, not by waiting until they are ready. counter-argument, the exclusion of youth from politics is actually more dangerous because it creates alienation and radicalization. No research suggests that educate critical citizens are an asset, not a threat to democracy.
Okay, thank you, Fidela, for your answer. Utari, you wanna say something or no? Okay, Aurel. Aurel, you wanna asking? Okay.
I would like to add a few points to strengthen the explanation even Fidel. It's true that Plato was concerned about democracy that is not grounded in wisdom, but we also need to recognize that the political context during Plato era was vastly different from today modern democracy, and in the contemporary world, political competence is not something assumed to be innate. It is something shaped and developed through direct experience. If we rigidly apply Plato logic, any group they might not yet mature would be vulnerable to exclusion from political process. Yet as demonstrated by Pathman's research, opportunities for participation serve as a learning mechanism for citizenship itself. In other words, if young people are restricted, are not ready, they will never be given the chance to become ready. Moreover, youth participation has been shown to help prevent political apathy. Many studies, including choose by Norris, indicate that when young people are not included, they tend to feel alien and lost trust in institution. This is precisely what can lead to political radicalization or deep cynicism. Therefore, instead of view participation as a potential threat, we should understand it as an ongoing process of political learning. Political maturity does not pressure participation, it's grow because of participation. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Aurel, for your answering. Okay, next Utari or presenter one, Fidela. You wanna say something or not? Okay, let's do question 2. For question 2, we would like to asking. Okay, Aurel, let's say something.
I want to ask, the Indonesian Youth Parliament is considered an effective program to increase political know and political efficiency program like this often only rich privilege. Youth, for example, those already active in organization, living in large city, or having access to high education. Does the youth parliament, the youth parliament truly represent the voice of Indonesian youth as a whole? And how do critics respond to the claim that this program has the potential to create a new elite among young people rather than democratic participation? Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Aurel, for your question. All right. May the presenter to please provide a response.
Answer. In this case, we see a young man who is keenly passionate about participating in social and political activities, but his participation is often hampered by a lack of confidence, a lack of understanding of the issue uh, being discussed, and ultimately causing to remain silent during a discussion. At some point, the even feels that his opinion is unimportant. He does, however, desire uh, to get involved, but lacks the support and space to feel comfortable. If we ask the civic volunteerism model by Verba, Salzman, and Bardi, we can see this problem in three main factors. First, in terms of researches, he may lack adequate communication skills or basic knowledge, leading to feelings of inadequate. Second, in terms of engagement, he lacks self confidence and doesn't uh, feel that his voice will have an impact, resulting in low political efficiency. Third, in terms of recruitment, his environment doesn't encourage, invite, and even create an inclusive atmosphere for young people like him to participate, speak out. Meanwhile, using mobilization theory, this case saw that youth were unwilling to get involved, but rather that no one actively invited fa- facilities or created a welcoming space of participation for those still learning to understand the issue. Without figures, organization, or communities to energize them, their participation was low not because they didn't care, but because they weren't facilitated. Through these two theories, we can see that the low youth participation in this case was simply a matter of laziness or not caring. On the contrary, they had fuel but were hampered by a lack of capacity, low self-confidence, and ambition. This shows that youth political participation is heavily influenced by structural and psychological factor, and not just personal intention. Okay.
Okay, thank you for presenter two from answers. And does anyone from the audience have any further response to the presenter answer? From Utari or Aurel? Want to say something? Okay, Utari.
Okay, I will become a presenter. I agree that concerns about participant certify are very valid. Empirical data do show that civic engagement programs such as youth parliament tend to attract young people who already have higher social and cultural capital. This is not entirely the fault of the program, but reflects deeper structural inequalities in access to political education in Indonesia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tari. From presenter one or two, wanna say something or no? Is there anything else that the presenter or the audience would like to add something or not?
I have a question.
Okay.
The presenter mentioned digital activists as an opportunity, but doesn't research shows the social media activist is mostly selectivist or collectivist that does not produce real change. How do you prove that like, share, and hashtag actually contribute to substantive political change?
Okay, from presenter.
Suggest answer. The recruitment and one effectiveness performed in specific cases. The Reformation Democracy Movement 2019 successful the ratification of the Criminal Code Bill and to benefit Bennett and Sergeant Segerberg 2020. This tangent one connective action, social media, and three hybrid participation for 2070 in Twitter and their guests. Prover that digital platforms collect mass mobilization that previously recorded a large organization infrastructure. Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you for presenter. All right, thank you for presenter one. Uh, we now open the floor for question. Who would like to asking? Okay, Aurel, let's say something.
I have a question. Previously in this material, it was mentioned that youth play a vital role in the political process. However, in reality, youth representation in public office remains low. Do this mean that youth are actually less competitive in formal politics?
Okay, thank you, Aurel, for your question. All right, my the presenter, please provide a response. Presenter one or two.
I want to answer the law. Wait. The low representation of young people does not mean they are uncompetitive, but rather is caused by structural barriers. The party system in Indonesia remains highly oligarchy and dominated by seniority. So young people access to power structure is usually limited. Research by Buller show that political recruitment in Indonesia is largely influenced by patno, patno, patronage rather than individual capacity. This explains why competent young people struggle to advance into the formal political arena. Furthermore, the high cost of politics makes young people less competitive than influential actors with substantial resource. Even party card development program are often symbolic, failing to truly open up new leadership paths. So the problem is not with young people capacity, but with institutional design. Therefore, alternative forms of participation such as digital activists, advocacy communities, and social movements are important avenues until structural reform occurs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Videla, for your answering. Aurel, you wanna say something or no? Aurel, you wanna say something or no?
Yes, I strongly agree with the presenter answer that the main problem is structural barriers, not the competence of young people. However, allow me to add a few dimensions that may strengthen this argument. First, the issue of party oligarchy. Aspinall and Baron Scott research on transactional politics in Indonesia shows that our party system is heavily dominated by the logic of money capital and patronage networks. In such a system, young people are not only less competitive, but they do not even have access to the competitive arena in the first place. This is not a matter of capacity, but of cost dollars. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Utari, for for your answering. Okay, thank you for everyone for joining my podcast today. All right, I will provide a summary of all the topic discussed. Okay, one problem introduction. Youth political participation is crucial for democratic consolidation. And paradox, high access to information through digital platform versus declining formal participation, voting or joining party. And youth in Indonesia make up 25% of voters, yet 30–40% abstain in election. And participation is shifting from conventional to non-conventional form, including digital activists. Okay, for concept, political participation, action to influence government's decision, Huntington and Nelson. Youth citizen age 16 and 13, Lano 40 or 2009. Your political participation, active involvement in formal and informal political process to influence public policy. And current context, Indonesia, your turn on lower than national average, limited political party membership, active in digital activism and issue-based movement, and global declining trust in institutions, increase in non-electoral participation. Examples include Friday for Future, Black Lives Matter. and comparative trends show higher participation in Scandinavia versus Southeast Asia. And theories and frameworks, civic volunteerism model, participation influences beef research, engagement, and recruitment. And generational theory, share historical experience, shapes political consciousness. Today, youth are digital native. And political efficiency, internal self-confidence, and external belief system respond. And leader of youth participation range from tokenism to youth initiated shared decision making. And challenge structural is bureaucratic barriers, party oligarchy, high political costs, rural access gaps, and cultural political apathy, love trials in institution, pragmatism, paternalist decision making, and digital echo chamber, selectivist misinformation, and digital divide. An opportunity demographic bonus, youth majority with creativity and innovation potential. And digital tools, a participation, civic tech, social media activism, online deliberation, issue-based movement, horizontal, cross-organization, collaboration, single-issue focus, and civic education, youth parliaments, peer education, deliberative learning, increase political oligarchy. And conclusion and recommendation is youth participation is hybrid, digital, or offline collective action. Okay, thank you to our presenter and questioner. We hope this seminar provide insight into the role of youth in democracy. Slides and the record seminar will be shared via link YouTube. See you at the next session. Bye bye guys. Thank you so much.